Learn these. Hey guys, welcome. First live stream in quite a few months. Sorry about that, but I'm going to be revisiting Halloween Havoc 94. And the event is free on YouTube, so that's handy. That's a scary shirt. Why are we having a national anthem sung on Halloween Havoc? That feels like a great American bash sort of thing. What a weird choice. Nothing scary about this except his shirt. I'll post the link in the chat. Oh, we're kicking off with some honky, honky, honky love. This must be him against Johnny B. Bad, if I had to guess. That whole feud. Okay. Hogan's friends ruling the roost. There you go. There's the full event in the chat. Be bear. Oh, he's got some Halloween fangs. Very nice. So TV title match, Johnny B. Bad against Honky 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 Love to open up. Oh, there's a Bad fan. It's been a while since I've watched this one. I remember it not being the best overall. But then it has been a while. I'll probably talk a little bit about channel stuff as we go through tonight. The ghetto. Is that glitter blaster? What does he call his gun? I can't remember. Maybe just a glitter gun. Oh, the bad blaster. There you go. Thank you, Tony. Read my mind. Yeah, I think this was Eric Bischoff, his push to make Halloween Havoc the most important event, like the big event. Even though Starcade and even like Super Brawl, I think, had become quite a big event. Wrestle War as well, which got rebranded as Full Brawl. But you think of those, and the Great American Bash, really. You think of those as the big events, and like Halloween Havoc as a special attraction style event. You certainly wouldn't have said it's one of the top events, but I think this is his push to try and change that. Nick Patrick in the moustache doesn't quite look right to me. Very porn star. I don't take Bischoff's sides on much, but him firing Honky's ass, I definitely take his side on. I like bad spider web tights, so he is getting in the spirit. So I meant to do some Halloween Havoc watches last month. Obviously, would have made sense, but I didn't get round to it in the end. So I thought I'd do a few this month and hopefully squeeze in some Survivor Series watches as well, since it's November. Yeah, this is very like 1980s comedy style match. Seems like a strange choice to open the pay per view. Oh, fuck you, WCW. You're advertising the hotline during a match. Screw you. I always thought Mark Merrow, Johnny B. Bad, was underrated. I think he had a good personality, not too bad on the mic. And I think he did some exciting stuff in ring. Decent mix of styles. Obviously not a perfect, like polished in ring performer, but I thought he was pretty solid. With the right guy, I think he could have a really good match. So quite underrated. I think he gets a bad rap. Tony's giving the oversell early. Ali at ringside. I remember he's there for the main event. Like he's there all night, but I think Mr. T is the guest referee for the main event, and I think that's a whole nostalgia thing to do with him being involved in like WrestleMania one and the WWF back in the day involved with Hogan. So definitely a callback to that. But yeah, this is a good example of the two companies and why WWF typically succeeded where WCW failed is WWF really used Ali properly with his appearance at WrestleMania, and it felt like a lesser way to use him. It felt like a sort of a cameo almost, the way WCW used him. Well, this is either going to be a draw or some kind of a DQ style finish because we know Honky was refusing to do jobs on TV. Johnny B. Bad's #1 fan in the front row getting really excited. She gets excited from the backdrop. Just think how excited she'll be if he actually won the match. So tomorrow night the plan is to watch the 95 Halloween Havoc. I couldn't remember if I'd watched that one before. It's possible I might have done. If I did, it was a few years ago, so it doesn't matter. I can watch it again. And then I was thinking sometime watch the 98 one because that's free on YouTube as well. And that's one I've never seen. Not all the way through. I've seen like the odd match from it, but I don't think I've seen 98 all the way through. Oh yeah, this is going to the time limit, isn't it? Fucking honky. Why would you go for a chokehold when the clock is ticking down in the last minute? Surely you would go for some sort of big move and go for a pin. Yeah, the crowd aren't happy, and I don't blame them. The perfect booking there would have been like to do what they did and went into the last minute, and then Bad win with like 20 seconds to go or something, like pull something out the bag. And again, I know why they didn't because of behind the scenes stuff. But Honky still would have looked competitive in defeat. I do like the Halloween Havoc logo. That's one of my favourite logos for pay per view. Was that a ninja? Paulie's running ECW at this point, so it can't be him. He's American made. Masked Man. Greatest mystery since the Black Scorpion mystery. Arn Anderson? Oh no, it's going to be the Butcher, isn't it? It's going to be Hogan's buddy. Of course, I'm not thinking. I love they're building up to this big reveal, and it turns out to be Ed fucking Leslie. Oh, there's a second one. That old trick. Nice. Oh, we don't know who the fucking masked man is still. I'm reckoning it's the Butcher. Oh no, check out the frosted tips. You can tell the tag team division was in the shitter at this point. Sad thing is, like, I don't really think anyone in this match is particularly bad. Even Bagwell, who I'm never really been a fan of, but like, I'm not saying he's terrible. He's sort of quite basic, like he does stuff sort of okay in a way. It's just a very bland, generic tag team match, and the teams are like very bland and generic. Del Wilkes is a weird one because whenever I've seen him, he's always played this patriot gimmick character. Because I think he wrestled in Japan and he even did it there. So I'm not sure if he's just done that his whole career or if he took the hood off at some point and played a different character. But I think that hurts him a little bit because when you watch him wrestle, I think he's an okay wrestler, like he's pretty solid. But I don't know, just playing that same character all the time, I think has hurt him. And it's always weird that he's under the hood because, in a way, it's a character which doesn't really lend itself to being under a hood. There's no like particular reason. Maybe he's got a really ugly face. I don't know. I want to say I've seen his face at some point, but I'm not sure. Fucking wrestling fans. USA chants. They're all from the USA. You dickheads. Unless one of the heels is secretly from Canada. but not as far as I know. I can't remember what else is on this card particularly. So I don't know if there's a few Drens sprinkled in, which might save it a bit. Because so far, the first match was, I mean, it was okay for what it was, but that was pretty mediocre. And this is shaping up to be pretty mediocre. Again, okay, watchable enough, but pretty mediocre. The main event I remember being okay, actually. Not bad, but. So the Great American Bash 92 review has been taken down. Some of you might have noticed, so I'm going to appeal that decision. Either that or I'll just edit the video a little and re-upload it and hopefully it will get through the censors. I could take out that Predator clip or edit it a bit. I'll have to have a look at exactly what's been flagged up, but if I edit some bits out, I can probably get it down and hopefully it will be acceptable. So hopefully I'll try and get that back up in the next week. Orndorff dancing. Probably the most energy he's shown in a while. Oh, 78. I was. Jesus, before I was born, guys. This is one thing I like about WCW. Is they're not afraid to reference other promotions. Like they're not afraid to use examples of, because I'm assuming that was in a different promotion. That tag title win involving Orndorff and Snooker. I mean, it might have been WWF, I'm not sure. Either that or I'm guessing it was like the AWA or something like that, or one of the territories. But I like the way they do that rather than typically WWF just ignore everyone else and only refer to their own history. That's probably changed a little bit in recent years because of them owning so many promotions. But that was definitely the case for a long time. Fucking Roma again, so over the top. All about you. Yeah, he was so cocky, he fucked up the drop kick. I'm pretty sure the wrestlers in this match have got time to shower, Brain, before the main event. It only takes like 10 minutes to shower. What are you on about? So yeah, hopefully Great American Bash review will be back up soon. I did a review of Worldwide the other day from '92, from around that time, so that's gone up. I'm also planning a double W double WCW Saturday night review. I'm editing that at the moment, so that should go up soon also. Wonder how much longer Maundoff was in WCW after this. It's a while, I think, because of course the whole Vader locker room incident, the fight, that was like '95, so the following year. I want to say that's either the spring or the summer of '95. So I think he was still around for a while. Though he might have become more of a backstage agent during that time. Mr. Perfect wants his move back, Bagwell. You just butchered it. Pretty mediocre. I think I preferred the first match a little bit because that match was a bit more sloppy at times. Probably you had some better wrestling in that match, but there was also more mistakes and it just lacked a spark that one. No, not that there was a spark in the first match, but I think the first match for what it was sort of fine, served a purpose. Oh, I do like some scary Sherry. Great choice putting out with Flair. Sherry dancing. Woo! Stealing, dealing, sign, son of a gun. No, they look pretty alive to me. Yeah. Sherry's face painting is great. Sayonara. Woo! Woo! Quite the party with Sherry and Flair, I'd say that. God, forgot about this bullshit. R.I.P. Kevin Sullivan, but fuck this feud. Hulkamaniac. And in 2025, no one wants to be a Hulkamaniac. No one with any sense, anyway. If this match goes longer than 5 minutes, I'm going to be pissed. Even 5 minutes might be pushing it, to be honest. How can you treat your brother like this? It's a wrestling match, Tony. You weren't saying that a minute ago when Dave was beating him up. Large match. The big boot. Come on, do the you. That's what we're all waiting for. Fucking what? I mean, I guess the count out is to protect Kevin Sullivan, not make him look like a total jobber, but it's not like he's in the peak of his career. The fuck? So we've had 3 matches, and already 2 of them you haven't had like a proper pinfall type win decision. First one was a draw.
I'm talking about somebody that's strong, somebody that is a good wrestler, somebody that's tough, and meaning somebody that enforces in this wrestling ring. Better than Arn Anderson. Arn, you saw me last week. I'm asking you again. Please, help me take care of Terry Funk. One last one, be my partner. And it wasn't long after that that Anderson gave Dustin his answer. Bring it in the building. Now, if I take this match on these conditions, we may get hurt real bad, but I expect that. We may get fined a lot of money. We may get hurt permanent. But if I take this match, Dustin Rhodes, under these conditions, understand one thing. We're turning the hurt around and we're putting it on them. My answer is, yeah, I'll be glad to be a part. Then at the match of the beats, Anderson betrayed down Rhodes and had the nerve to celebrate. And Colonel Parker was throwing the party. And there's a guy.
Now, is that Jesse's voice I hear? So he was still in the company at this point. I think that's earlier in the year. Because I'm pretty sure he does commentary at the Bash at the Beach. Because I remember there's a whole thing about him supposedly going off on Hogan about like his movie career or something like that.
Wrestling fans, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, to be accompanied by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker of Long Lake. He's from Minnesota. 28 and 28 pounds. The enforcer, Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson making his way towards the ring is what can be described and deemed as a one-on-one grudge match. It's the continuation of what has been a long-standing feud in the sport between two of the most successful families. The Anderson family from Minnesota, the Rhodes family from Texas. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent.
They call him the Natural.
He's from Austin, Texas. He weighs 261 pounds. The Natural, Dustin Rhodes. The Natural Dustin Rhodes, second generation superstar, a man who has held virtually every major title except the World Heavyweight title in history.
Okay, we should get our actual first good match here. If the booking doesn't get in the way, this should be a good match. Oh, I do like that jacket. That's a cool jacket.
As always, Anderson approaches every match the same way. I'm going to hurt you. That's right. Cold, calculate, determined. Well, he broke his arm. He broke Dustin's arm before, and the cast is off now. You know, it'd be great to
a stooge.
Iron's always in control. Sometimes he lets you think you have it. Sometimes you just have false confidence. You just can't beat them. They're so tough. They're so lucky. You know, it's up in Minneapolis, it's 30, 40 below in July. They're walking around without their shirts. They're tough people. You're not getting their tough people. Now what does their own family do? On the break. Oh, and nothing racing outside firing back. And that's what he needs to do. You cannot back up against Arn Anderson. You got to take the fight to it. That's what he expects, really. That's what he wants. He wants to fight you. And he wants you to fight back. Moreno! Atomic drop Anderson! Gets a lariat from the backside. And then the pin there. Hunter goes for the bulldog and the pin right there. You know, and Rose is going to show up. He paid for that one. Slowly climbing up top. The leg swings from behind there. And now Anderson makes the getting for the superplex. Oh, we don't talk about him. That's exactly what he's got. You can handle him here. He's probably 1, 2. He kicked out in 2. But you know, Larry just didn't kick out. He sat up. It shows you the endurance this man has and the conditioning he's in, and how tough this man is. Sending Anderson to the corner again. Quick left fly. There. That time, Arn Anderson was one step ahead of the natural, as he can make before the natural killer. You heard his hand on that one. You're right. He'll turn the goal. Oh, great move by Anderson. Oh, is he something else? Is he thinking? Yep. You know, here's a man who helped. I mean, Dustin should have thought about these things before he asked him to be his partner back in the summertime. That's not Dustin's fault. Look who his father is. For the ropes. I mean, Arn Anderson helped to break Dusty's leg back in 1985 and his arm in 1988. So, the fight is on the outside between the two. I don't like the look of this. Anderson smartly dives back into the ring after the left shoulder hit the ring post. I wouldn't. I was sitting on that floor taking an 18-19 count. All he hold in the last minute, taking you the short way out. The smart way. Dustin working up 1, 2, and a 2 then. Dustin back to the attack again. And now focusing on the arm. I know he would love to hear a bone snap in the arm of Arn Anderson. That man focused.
Can't get enough of me. I'll say that. Him as a bodyguard is really cool. Underrated guy, I mean.
The strategy here by the natural is obviously to work on the arm. And he's pulling and tugging on the arm of double A as Ming watches on. And if you're Arn Anderson or making it your Dustin Rhodes, you have to always be concerned with the fact that here, there's Colonel Parker back on the ground. And here, if you get an advantage, Colonel Parker's there and Ming is there. And who knows? I mean, Buck out Buck is here and Parker both here. And they can involve well as well. They have before. You never know, Shivani, what can happen. And if you're listening in the back, Hulk Hogan, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, and I agree. Atomic drop. Dustin Rhodes, maybe one more.
Oh, that was a bit of a thud outside. Took a nice bump. He bounced.
When executed, 2 counts. It's an honor to watch Arn Anderson wrestle. You think Dusty's in the range watching this right now, or you think he's out back picking up some of the big metal monkeys? Body scissors applies, but that is not a good position for this one to be in. As you clearly saw, Arn Anderson able to hook the legs and execute the catapult. But both men are hurting. Colonel Parker encouraging Arn Anderson.
Oh, Dustin, fighting fire with fire. Arn looks pretty good in this. You can tell he's getting a little bit older and getting a bit more of a belly on him, but considering I'm guessing he was mid-40s at least. Yeah. Maybe a little. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure how old he was when he retired, but I'm guessing he's at least 42, 43, I'd say. But it's hard to tell with him because of the balding head. But he's obviously been around a while at this point, so I'm guessing he's possibly at least 42. And he looks good for that. Of course, that's considered young now, but at the time it would have been considered older. Nice counter. Stun gun. I like them they kept that name for it. Even though it's not Austin doing it. I'm guessing they're planning on continuing the feud because that was a little bit of a quick win out of nowhere for Rhodes. Good match, but the finish was a little out of the blue. So I'm guessing they're planning on more matches.
Heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan, a jam-packed Jolos Arena in Detroit, and we got millions of other folks watching all over the country and around the world tonight. You and Ric Flair one-on-one inside a steel cage. And what about tomorrow?
Let's be for the mark.
Talk about his last night, Mean Gene. I actually thought Hulk Hogan could sneak into the Motor City unnoticed, brother. But that's how his camouflage, as Jimmy Hart was camouflaged. It is the big brother acting like he was camouflaged. Everybody knew by the pump on the gun, big brother, that Hulk Hogan was here to take care of business. And then we went to the hotel, man. You talk about Hulkamania running wild. You talk
like a cheap
And
suit.
you know something? When somebody doesn't make eye contact with you when you talk to them, you can tell if they're on the level or not. Well, as I stared into Mr. T's eyes, as he stared into the eyes of the holster brother, I knew Mean Gene was still training. I knew he was still saying his prayers, brother.
Brother.
Mr. T had definitely eaten his father's final pump on his guns, brother. Mr. T said, holster, if you're down for a 3 count, I'm going to count you out, brother.
Brother.
He's going to call it just like he sees it. But all I'm going to say, Mr. T, is watch the dirtiest player in the game, because it's not Mr. T I don't trust. It's once I'm inside the safety, that is. On the steel cage, I'm afraid that Ric Flair might try to sucker Mr. T, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure involved in this part of the fence tonight here at...
I still say Butcher's, or whatever his name is at the moment, is the guy in the mask. Hood. Brother! Alright, don't shout. He only asked a question. Man.
They know each and everything that I'm going to do out there. We've got the battle plan and we're a team. And what you're going to do, Ric Flair, when I retire you.
Oh.
Back inside. Bye-bye.
Oh, boy.
All right, our thanks to BG Uncle and Hulk Hogan, the Big Brother, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. They're all here. They're all ready about to rise. And Stoke and Flair will climb in the cage a little bit later on. I don't detect any comments.
Why do they have to cut back to the commentators after every fucking interview? Just to talk more about the Flair Hogan match. Just go back to the ring. You dick.
We are just about set to go with Stunning Steve and the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It was our last debut. Stunning Steve was shocked by the appearance of Hacksaw, and here's what happened. Shut up! Let me tell you something, Ricky Steamboat. I don't have to tell the world you're one of the greatest champions to ever set foot in the ring. But let me tell you something right now. You immediately mouth a white and punk. One hell of an ass.
That was good.
Mr. Austin, please let me inform you. Watch the hands. I am the champion. Watch the hands. You are wrestling tonight. You are defending this title tonight. That is the decision of the board and myself. I'll hold it right now. Let me tell you something, Nicky Boy. The time is
Nicky Boy. Austin's on fire.
I'm telling you right now, I ain't wrestling nobody. I signed to wrestle Ricky Steamboat, and I ain't gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed by the opponent from Glens Falls, New York.
Yeah, because why could you have another great match against Steamboat when you can have Duggan instead?
Taken from me by the blue-collar champion of WCW. That was a swoop, you know.
It was a fluke, I agree. Austin didn't have time to prepare. Again, Austin's from Texas as well. Sorry, Austin's from America as well, you moron.
those are heavy blows. Down goes Stunning Steve.
Duggan doing his version of a Hulk up.
And grabbing onto the referee for crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
There's that technique again, boy. Oh boy. Is it ever? I'm telling you, once that thing clears.
And the fans don't give a shit.
Let's be all football injury. Must be. Maybe it was a punter. You can take it either end zone. All right, we may get a disqualification right here. The pressure on his face pretty good. Yeah, he really is. Into the midsection. Driving the chin shot, Jim Duggan. Little on the roll. And the crowds of the 1,000 fans came into the Joe Louis Arena for the champ USA. Goes right again, the U.S. champ. A second win. And now Stunning Steve is unloading. And those are heavy blows of his own. On to the U.S. champ, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You got to keep Duggan down. You have to. We got to cut off his wind, cut off his air. And there's where he is. He's down. We got to cut him out. Only a 1 count. Kick him right in his heavy.
So bored am I by this match, I'm just watching a YouTube video of ex-Neighbours cast members. What they look like then and what they look like now. Their ages, etc.
1, 2, and a 2 count. Stunning Steve 1 count away from regaining the U.S. title here in the Motor City. Joe Louis Arena downtown. Halloween Havoc.
Reliving my youth. Oh. Oh, fucking hell. Another dusty finish. What the fuck? Can't believe how long WCW kept that over the top rope DQ thing. That was a joke. Halloween Havoc here live from Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. I want to remind you fans out there, you can call the hotline right now, the likes of a Stunning Steve Austin. He's going to be explaining to Mike today and Chris Cruz what happened in this match against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It's your exclusive backstage pass, so give us a call on the hotline right now on this historic evening at 1-900-909-9900. It's $1.49 for the first minute and 99 cents for every minute thereafter. Coming up with a hotline, Steve Austin, Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Jimmy Hart, and of course the WCW heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan, all of the hotline. Right now, as Hacksaw heads to the locker room, I would like to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, truly one of the great superstars at World Championship Wrestling. Here Fuck off, you're having a laugh, aren't you?
He is Brady Sweetest alongside Muhammad Ali and the other celebrities and dignitaries that are here at Halloween Havoc in Detroit. They are singing from the rafters here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But now let's get back to Tony Schiavone and Louise of the Bobby Heater, the brain. Sit around here, Reese. Brain. Talk about you. And we are not too far away as we now get closer.
Yeah, this really annoys me how most of the matches they're showing you like a video package before. It's something I miss from wrestling. I do appreciate them doing it, but it's just overkill to do it before every match, or most matches anyway. It just drags it out a bit. I think in a lot of cases you could just have the commentators fill in some of the history. Slamming him on poor old Harley.
That's wrong, don't wait. He's nuts. You're not doing the Harley Racer. I don't believe. I don't believe. Once again, the Guardian Angel, I don't believe it's what he is looking for revenge, for humiliation on this 452-pound man. And he's getting a good measure of it here in the opening part of this bout. Oh, our two hamstrings collide. And they are going at it. Kick out, baby. No, sir, he blocked it. And it stays on my foot. Baby will not go down. Whoa! Oh, look at that! That's gonna go to right off his mouth. Right chance to the jaw and a left forearm. This is a hard-hitting, like we said, Ray, super heavyweight match. This Vader is so tough. He's so domineering. I mean, he does aerial moves. He wrestles on the mat. He'll stand toe-to-toe with you. He'll risk his own body. This man is just wonderful. The fans are loving this one. This is a big-time wrestling match. A headbutt. And the top one, two. Vader barely got off it, two. But Eagle Buddy had it, and Sting looks on. What is he doing there? Watching the match in brain. Look at the agility now, the Guardian Angel. The Vader, oh, he's so tough to bring down. Put it home with a hand to the head. But he's on his feet. He's still standing. You're right. I don't believe Muhammad Ali, Thomas Hearns, and the great Joe Louis going to knock this man down. He is just one tough customer. Headbutt. Vader moving slow now. He has really taken some punishment. Oh, he got good. Here he's on too. He might have tore a bicep. You may be right, Brain. Of course I may be right. Great and black out. Guardian Angel, we're talking about Vader's on that time, and Guardian Angel went down hard. And he's not moving here. He may be out. He's out like a light. The referee is making sure as the Angel tries to get back into this one, making sure that Harley Race keeps his distance in this matchup. Well, Vader don't know if he's in Marietta or Haiti. Pick up with ease. He's out. He's one street. That man is scared. Up on the middle turnbuckle, Vader. Vader going for the big Vader pop. He got him. Bye-bye, donut breath. And he
Donut breath.
No, he got up in two. I don't believe that. Well, believe it. He's going up again. Same move, same spot. That's an ease. There's nothing more than that to beat Vader. Correct. One, two.
Oh, come on, Ray shouldn't be up that fast. I know he's an ex-wrestler and all, but even so. Eh, not bad. Not bad. Probably better than you would expect. Finish was quite smooth, actually. Bum, bum. Meow, meow, meow.
So sorry, dummy. The winner of the match is Vader, right for the Sting and the greatest Muhammad Ali. If we go to BG Oakland. I know it is. I want to thank you very much, Tony. I do want to remind you one more time on the hotline, all the great superstars are back as we lead up to tonight's main event between the Hogan and Flair careers on the line. Also on the line right now is the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. So give us a call and you can talk live to Jimmy Hart on the WCW hotline at 1-900-909-9900. Just get your parents' permission. Ladies and gentlemen, here in the Motor City, please welcome the Halloween Havoc, boxing great Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Welcome. For Tom of the Hitman Hearns, Thomas Hearns. You know, you take a look at this big one tonight between Hogan and Flair. I liken it to some of the great battles down through the years between yourself and Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what? The Thompson reminds me of the Sugar Ray Leonard fight. And this is going to be a big fight. I'm looking forward to seeing the winner of this fight. You do know that Hitman, the loser, goes south. I mean, all the way. This guy is out of the business altogether. We're getting ready to go with another big tag team match. It's going to be a brutal.
Yeah, all these like cutting back to the commentators and like video packages makes it feel more like a TV show than a pay-per-view. Who's that with the ponytail? Ming? Oh no, that's way too much of Brian Knobs than I ever need to see. That might be Terry Funk.
But now a tag team war. We've seen some wars already here at Halloween Havoc. Of course, the biggest one in the cage. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents from the streets of New York City, Sex, Knobs, the Thirsty Boys.
We're the boys. We're the nasty boys. Yeah, it obviously was me. Because he's in the stud stable. Double face plant. This is a weird choice to go on in the semi-final slot. Assuming it is, I'm guessing it probably is because there's not that much left of the show now. Oh, we got a Halloween pumpkin. His ass took most of that.
In my opinion, this was still the greatest pay-per-view I've ever seen. But not only that, let's knock off the BS right now. All right, you tell me, pick me a winner. I will pick you a winner after we go to the ring with a special presentation at Halloween Havoc.
Presentation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, prior to the main event, I want to make some introductions on this historic evening here at Joe Louis Arena. First of all, let me introduce to you the president of World Championship Wrestling in town for this spectacular, Mr. Bill Shaw. Bill, great to have you aboard.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here. And what a momentous occasion to have the greatest wrestler of all time, the greatest boxer of all time, meet the best organization in the world, WCW. But I'd like to present to you Muhammad Ali Future Foundation, a check from Further Broadcasting.
Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Mm. I love the Michael Buffer calls. It got overused a bit over time, but Ric Flair. It's a man. Bum, bum, bum. Just gonna see if yeah.
Special referee, ladies and gentlemen, here is Mr. T. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they are in the ring this time. The two greatest superstars in professional wrestling. They are about to put it all on the line. Tonight, in front of the entire world of millions are watching on television around the world. Tonight, in front of the greatest athlete in the 20th century, Muhammad Ali. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, before this fantastic sellout crowd in Detroit, Michigan, it's superstar versus superstar. It's career versus career. Ladies and gentlemen,
Get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Get ready. Everybody rumble. I just dropped the mic. I just dropped the mic. I just dropped the mic. Psych. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready. I bet those outside the UK won't know what the fuck I'm singing, but never mind. Maybe they will. Maybe that song made it across the Atlantic. I sort of doubt it though. You got it, baby.
Drop that knee pad.
For the legendary Four Horsemen, back in 1986, was brought to the forefront by the Nature Boy Ric Flair, Mark Anderson, Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard.
And when Hogan walked in the ring, I held up one. I know Hogan, believe me, I've known this man since 1979. And when these people start cheering, that's when Hulkamania starts going wild. That's what keeps him alive. Ric Flair, believe me, wrestle your match. Make him wrestle your match.
I'll take that.
Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to run.
Yes, he is. Like a battery ram. Flair goes down hard. Spearing and Hogan choking away. Anything goes in the cage, but Mr. T makes sure he's in charge.
Joe T's in there for just a count. Or to hit something. You can't just blow anybody. He's just going to get in the way. I mean, this is a man's career on the line here. Understand the importance of this fight? You're involved in Little League, stuff like that. You've never been in a cage. You are. You're nuts.
Kick out of nuts. Flair with a mortal suplex on Hogan, but Flair is dazed as well. It was during the month of, wait a minute, we're making a cover here, and I'll finish this. 1, 2, Hogan got out, and actually won that time. It was during the month of October, 19 years ago, that Nature Boy Ric Flair was in a plane crash that put me back in 3 places. October 4th of 75. They say he was never released.
Over Johnny Valentine is going to show him the walk of the day. Right? And what did he do?
He came back.
However many times he ran back and walked back on it.
He has been something more powerful than anything. He has been Hulkamania. It really is a force that fans get behind, that drives this gigantic man from Venice Beach, California, to new heights each and every time. Flair feeling very confident now. Hogan lost it. There's something blows, and they're going back and forth.
Woo!
I don't know if I understand this.
Maybe it's a point to get Hogan up there with him.
It was sort of funny how Flair. It's almost like he got so excited, then he leaped onto the cage, and it was like, well, while I'm up here, I might as well try and escape. He seemed to do it in one sort of motion. So it made it look like it was his momentum that took him up there.
He's fighting Flair on the forehand. I've never seen a Hulkster this way. I'm not sure how bad he wants this. His career's never been on the line. I don't know what he can really say here.
Push it down from the shove. And rock and a hard place. All those BS cliches. Is whoever is the luckiest will win this. And I think we are right now out of the way for memory lane. Pull up! Listen to this. Like he says in his hand, there lies the power.
Bit of a random analogy, Brian. Why the hell is T refereeing in like a big red jacket? Must be getting sweaty in that thing. Vintage Nature Boy. Getting full on hysterical brain in this main event, which I approve of. He's got it. He's got it. You alive. Fucking hell. That got one of the biggest pops of the night as well. Fair play to Sherry. Sting! Oh, Sting looks ridiculous in like that white shirt and suspenders. The Masked Man! Baseball bat! Come on, it's going to be Beefcake. Because I know that's the main event at Starrcade. So I sense a heel turn coming. It's too skinny to be on. Boom! Very WWF style, some of these antics. Not that it's a bad thing in a match like this, where it's cage, career versus career title on the line. Sometimes the outside involvement actually adds to the drama, and I think this is one of those times. T making the count handcuff is a pretty funny visual. How the fuck have we still not found out who the masked guy is? I'm gonna have to Google it because it looks like they're not gonna tell us on the show. Fuck's sake. Right, I'm Googling it now. This should give me the answer. Who was the masked man who attacked Hogan in WCW in 1994? Ready? Brutus Beefcake, I bet you. Yep, I knew it. The masked man who attacked Hulk Hogan in WCW in 1994 was Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake, to quote Conrad Thompson, and he was revealed to be Hogan's former tag team partner. This storyline culminated, whatever that was, at Halloween. Oh, okay. Oh, we're getting the final bit. I was going to say he's back in. So it is going to be revealed on this show. Gotta set up the Starcade main event, right? Brother Brunei! Butchered a friendship. Fitting term because he gets renamed the Butcher, I think. My best friend, brother. As if the Faces of Fear weren't already a crappy enough heel stable. For crying out loud. Oh, he better not sit up. If he pops back up and clears the ring, fuck this show. This is how the pay-per-view should go off the air, with them laying him out. Otherwise, they look like a bunch of jobbers. Okay, Sting's going to make a save. Sting! He's a man called Sting. 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 He does this, he does that. He's bigger and smoother and tough as a cat. He looks fine. He looks good. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, and carry.
And I say to him, great, thank you. You made my evening. Well, there, Sting is helping the Hulkster out. I'll tell you what, the physical thing is one thing for me, but the psychological scars. Listen to this crowd chant over the psychological scars. I cannot believe it. Brother Brutai.
Brother Brutai. That has to be one of the worst names he's been given, Brother Brutai. Because at least some of the other names, as crap as they were, they actually sound like a name you would give a wrestler.
And here's what happened earlier on, Brain. I don't know what to say. First, Jimmy Hart grabbed Sherry, practically disrobed her. She took care of him, ran him to the camera. Sting went up to get himself his hands on her to make sure she stay out of the action. But look at this. From under the ring, a masked man who had been under that ring the whole day. The whole day he had to be under the ring because he couldn't look up from any place he had seen him. I didn't see him. I didn't either. There's Hogan. Here's the moment right here. Dropping away at Ric Flair. Waking up Mr. T. For the 1, 2, 3. The career of Ric Flair is over. All right, then try to compose yourself. But then was the most shocking.
We got classic Brain in that match.
And then he turned around and
Definitely added to it.
been alongside of Hulk Hogan for many years. Now it's been behind Hogan. That's where Hogan kept him. And there you see him taking the Hulkster out. Jim Taché, the WCW trainer of Logan Sting. And he said one of the greatest careers of all time has come to an end. I think you're going back there. You know, Tony, if it's not what's back on this night, that's the one thing that I'm going to request because we said it before the match, I'm going to say it now. Like it or not, I tremendously respect Ric Flair and what a loss he is going to be to this great sport. Yeah, he really is. And fans, we will have an update on exactly what happened, why this butcher of a brother turned on Hulk Hogan the way he did, and what
Butcher of a brother
came in to attack Hulk Hogan. It was a tremendous night. Our thanks to everyone involved in World Championship Wrestling for Halloween Havoc. Ric Flair crying a big blow, baby. Look at you. All of us, Flair, thank you. Thank you for 20-some years of this race. And I would agree. For all of us, from the team, from Bobby the Brain, and I'm Tony Schiavone. Good night from the Motor City.
Okay. More of this stuff soon. Take care, guys.